Hello there, everyone. Xantok here with Slickstart Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In this episode, we'll be going through both the Marauder class quests and the Warrior job quest. So, gonna be a lot of axe fighting, and a little bit of tanking, I guess, technically. Either way, job questing. Let's become a Marauder. Ho there, adventurer! Curious about the Marauders Guild, are ya? Any axe worth wielding needs two hands on the haft and has a blade that can chop clean through a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and brutal force. If you're of a mind to meet the Marauders' art or life's work, then our guild welcomes you with open arms. What say you, lad? Keen to join the ranks? Let's do it. Well then, here's a bit of guild history, so you know what you're getting into. It all started with ships, you see. What have ships got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since only the navigator herself knows when a ship will run foul of a storm or worse, it makes sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. But any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe is perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel, and generally laying waste to all about ye. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the Marauder begin to take place, especially among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits. And that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. After the Galadian Accord was signed, though, the Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors, which sought to use their martial prowess for the good of society. Still keen, are ye? Think it over, and let me know if you decide to join our ranks. Way of the Marauder. Blauthota wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Marauders Guild. You've decided then. You're ready to join the Marauders Guild? Alright then. All it needs doing now is to speak with the Axe Master himself. Sound simple? I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bulk right over there, in the middle of the room. Wernzone's his name. Put some steel in your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him, lad. Good fortune to ye. Ah, the man right over there. Oh, he tall.
Yes, I'm Wernzone. Axe Master, they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree. But one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of the Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. A Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt, the question has already been put to you by Blauthota. But once more shall I challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild?
Yes.
Very well. Your name? Attend me well then, Yeranthe. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oftentimes be your own. I present to you this axe as a symbol of your commitment. Your first lesson shall be how to hold it. Now, grip the haft with both hands and set yourself in a solid stance. Marauder unlocked. My first axe. Axe Master Warnzone would have you test the edge of your new axe in combat. Aye, you got a striking figure, Yeranthe, but heroic posing is unlikely to cut a swath through your enemies. You stand now as a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straightway into combat, as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleating, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Limsa. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs shall be your piteous adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each creature have fallen to your blade. Get rid of this scrap, and we are left with just heavy swing. All right. Which Lenosha map are we heading to? Looks like middle. Yeah, it's definitely middle Lenosha. Actually there's level 2 Wharf Rats. I'll kill them instead of level 1s. No, I don't want to be in this fate. Whatever this fate is, I don't want it. Because I do need to kill Lost Lambs. Because I'm below the recommended level for it, so I won't get much from it. I mean, it should be fine. And look, now we're the right level. We've learned Maim, which combos off of Heavy Swing. Alright, one more ladybug. There they are. So I wonder if I take this lift attendant, where will I go down to? How close is the drowning winch to either Marauders or to an Aetheryte in general? Not really close to the Marauders, but it is close to an Aetheryte. Works for me. There it is. You return to me a different man. Already your face shows a harder cast, a realization of the slaughter of which you are capable. But there's much training to be done before you will wield the axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons, build your strength, make of each swing an instinctive act. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable, relentless. Such must be your momentum on both the practice grounds and the battlefield. Axe in the Stone. Axe Master Warnzone wishes you to experience a traditional Marauder training method. Aren't they? You approached me with a marauder's strides, determined, unswerving, and bereft of the hesitation that marked our first meeting. I am pleased. The time has come for you to begin a new stage in your training. Now, what sets the axe aside from the gladius or the dagger? It is the raw, unstoppable destruction wrought by its thick, heavy blade. And that overwhelming power can only be properly directed by extraordinary physical strength. Thus, we come to the core of this day's lesson. Such strength as a marauder must possess is developed through a traditional method passed down to the generations of the guild. A method that you too shall be taught to employ. Present yourself to Bronbar in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further.
Alright. The Axe Master told me you'd be on your way. My name is Bronbar. Good it is to meet a new marauder. Now, we axe builders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right. Our traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe. But you can't use just any old swing. You either hit the rock just so. Rock Guide, a fellow marauder, is waiting just outside the Zephyr Gate by the bridge over the Rogue River. She'll tell you how it's done. I don't know why the Guildmaster couldn't have told me that. But who am I to question his methods? I'm just a humble bunny boy who's just a level 5 marauder. I don't know nothing about nothing. Unless it's white magic. That I know a lot about. They said Zephyr Gate? Yeah, Zephyr Gate. Where is she? Ah, shoot. Can I jump up from here? Thank God. Greetings, lad. Ready to split some stone, are ye? I have 3 nice hard rocks for you to build up a sweat on. Don't try nothing fancy now. Just hit it with a good, solid, heavy swing. Where? Oh, there they are. Where are the rocks? I don't see them. That's the way to do it, lad. Now you got the idea. Why don't you have at him a little harder with that heavy swing of yours? Hold nothing back. Okay, I guess we do it again. I like doing it with the hit and run. That was fun. Aye, I can see you're a natural. My head still ring with the sound of cracking boulders. Take yourself back to Axe Master Wernzone and let him know you're ready for something harder. Alright.
As a trade-in, loosen your muscles and focus your mind, Urinthe. An urgent request for help has arrived from the Red Rooster Stead, and I've chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of megalocrabs has unwillingly elected itself the next test of your prowess. As this is your first outing on official Marauder duty, you shall be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Sulkweeb. She awaits you on the floor below. May devastation follow in your wake.
I remember the name Sulkweeb. Or maybe it's somebody else that starts with Sulk. I don't remember anything about the character, though. Ah, Urinthe. I know who you are. My brother often has me escort his fledgling marauders on their more dangerous tasks. I suppose Wern's don't expect me to give you the details, then? Very well. It seems the farmers needs declared a megalocrab nest near the Mourning Widow in Lower Lenosha. I shall trust you to find your own way there. Just don't forget your axe. I'm not Vake. Jesus. Who would forget their axe when going to the battlefield? That character. Seriously. Ugh. Definitely not a favorite from Fire Emblem, that is for sure. Looks as if nobody's home. Mayhap they knew we were coming. Aid! I need aid! Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers have got him. I told Sigurd not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, Urinthe. We need to move. Now. Oh, wow. A solo duty? That's very surprising. Bugger and shite! Get away from me, you bloody great bastard! Let's do it. I'm gonna start with the molting. It'll die easier. The kid is still over there. Hey, don't look at Sulkweb. Look at me. I am your opponent. Oh, there's more moltings? Alright, fine. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Oh, and there's a second island. Alright, well, I'll start with the moltings. That island's almost dead. Soakweb's been doing a good job. Oh, we learned Berserk. It gives me 3 stacks, which guarantee the weapon skill attacks are to make crits and direct hits. It also increases damage dealt when under an effect that raises crit hit rate or direct hit rate. That's for 15 seconds. Hell yeah, I'm gonna put that here. Let's activate it. Oh, Bar joined us. When did he get here? Aw, man. I wanted to kill it. Oh, thank you, mister. I thought it was dead for sure. Can't even play outside no more. With all these scary monsters about. Me mom, me dad, they were both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago. An oryx. Big as a mountain. But I bet you could beat it. Aye, make it pay for what it did to me folks. You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild full of strapping lads and lasses like Aaron Day here who'll be glad to do just that. All you need to do is head home with your grandpa. You let us worry about that big, nasty bugger. Consider your first duty a success here and day. It's time you headed back as well, before Warren Zone begins to worry I've left your corpse for the crabs. Wondering where this gate would put us. Oh, Rowena. We've heard about her, but we haven't actually met her yet. Who is this mysterious person? Veterans, you know. You know. I don't want to talk to her yet because our character hasn't met her yet. Save that for another time.
So, you've shattered the shells of the megalocrabs and saved the life of a child in the bargain. Thus has our violent craft prove its merit. Well done, Yaranthe. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that it is unusual for such crabs to be found so near the stead. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a more fierce beast. The beast of which I speak is an old terror in the lands of Lenosha, ever seeking to expand its territory. And that boy's parents were but two of the many victims to fall to its rampages. It is a threat that must be dealt with ere long. Do thoughts of vengeance flick through your mind here and there? Nurture those urges. Do not yet act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you would answer the lad's cry for revenge, then you must grow stronger. Becoming the raging behemoth this challenge demands.
All right. Well, we don't need the custom-made cuirass because it's the same strength as what we're currently wearing. Too bad because it kind of looks nice. So let's pick the leather eye patch because I'm curious if we can wear. We should be able to. If we can't, then what the hell? Oh, good. Although it's really funky over our glasses. Actually, I guess it's under our glasses. In that case, it works for me. Wake of Destruction. Warren Zone wishes to speak with you regarding your ongoing training.
Yaranthe, I've gathered what information I could concerning the beast that young Sigard bade you slay. The tales name this creature Kujata. Those who have witnessed Kujata in the terrifying flesh also call him the Stampeding Mountain, such as his immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step toward that distant goal, I sent you to Blind Iron Mines. We've had word that folk are falling prey to the claws of the local galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage within you, and let your axe blade sing in righteous slaughter.
Ooh, I was getting ahead of myself with some of those words. I turned things into words that they were not actually. Yeah. Alright, let's fly all the way over there. Nice and easy, like. Ah, it's raining. We're fine though. Alright, we're almost to the monkeys. We just gotta kill 3 of them and then we can go back. Is that gonna be the whole quest? It'd be kind of weird if it was. But, epic. Hey, there's 3 right here. Berserk. Overpower. AoE time. Alright, well. Now it's more effective than just single target. Generally, the rule is if there are 3 or more enemies, AoE. If there's only 1 or 2, single target.
Welcome back, Thay. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there's yet much work to be done. Gujada, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Killer's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the markets, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo.
Where's that at? Oh, just middle Lenosha? Cool. We can warp there. For free. Middle Lenosha. Plane Strider. And it's dead. Oh, there's more. Last one, I would hope. It's been a pattern of 1, then 2, and then 1. I would assume this was the end. There we go. Oh, I need to move. I didn't even notice this. I have a HUD element for this class. It's in our hotbar. That needs to be adjusted. I will do so after this quest.
Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist from the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training. But do not despair, Yarente. And as Axe Master and fellow Marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon, until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. This menace will fall by your hand.
I will take, yeah, easily the bronze sallet. Which we can't even wear, because we're a bunny. Brutal Strength. Axe Master Warren Zone is a new task for you to undertake.
I see you've been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words. It shows in your bearing and your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Aleport in western Lenosha. This monster is no Kujata, but the threat it presents to the locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I am fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Reinfred. It took up residence in Aleport some years ago, and will gladly aid you in this task. With Reinfred's assistance, you're to track down this prowling danger and provide it swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true.
To Aleport then, alright. One of Warren Zone's boys, are you? Well, I've known that sprat since he was a knee-high to a... Well, he was always kind of a big fella, was Warren Zone. And now they call him Axe Master, eh? Not a said a lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble? What you need to do, then, is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The main bugger you're after, his name's Patrapotin, by the way, will come run across the weeded plains. I don't think you're trespassing on his territory, see? So you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Oshan's blessings be upon you. Thanks. Oh yeah, forgot about that quest. Wait, which half of Camp Skull Valley? I don't see... I don't see it. Oh shit, I went past it. No, Pelican, I'm not here for you. You know what? Okay, no, he stopped aggroing. Here's our foe. Yep, that was easy. Back to guild. Goddamn paralysis.
I've been in contact with Rhinefred. He had nothing but praise for you, Yaranthe. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There's one more task I'll have you complete for this day. A task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you'll become. Report to Skathgem, where he awaits on the banks of the Ageless River. It shall help you unveil the untapped potential of your axe.
That is middle initiative, which I should be able to directly easy warp to. Yeah.
Hi, lad. I know why you're here. What you saying, this big old boulder? I'd wager you know why you're here, too. Oh, boy. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles rock guiding that you're trading on. To correct this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Warren's son wouldn't send you out here if he didn't think you're capable. Well, that's still just our basic action. Heavy swing!
One shot, one kill.
Huh, would you look at that? On your first attempt, too. Well, I guess back to the Axe Master for you.
I guess it is. That was certainly easy. Thought I saw somebody flying up there. Nope, just a bird.
I knew you'd return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. The feat of strength deserves recognition. You shall have it in the form of a new technique. Adopted and perfected by our guild forebears, the tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. We primarily focus on close quarter combat. You will no doubt find that having a powerful range attack at your disposal will greatly expand your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kujata weighs heavily on your mind, Yaranthe. But hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There's no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery that you seek. Only a steady, measured ascent.
Well, I guess we just take the money. All of this is worse. Cool. Tomahawk. So yeah, it's a range attack. Pretty nice. I've said it before, every class, every melee class except for one has a easy dedicated range attack. And this is ours. The mountain that strides. Axe Master Warrenzone requires your assistance with a troubling development.
Aren't they? There's trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Neddard, but recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister, Silkwib, awaits you at the Bismarck. She's been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action.
Can do. Ah, Yeranthe. I assume you're here to discuss the missing child, and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew? First things first, then. I would advise against rushing off the pier under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster Stead, and learn what more we can from old Neddard. Okay. Well, where is that? Lower Lenosha. Okay. Pretty sure we've been there before. At least Red Rooster Stead sounds familiar. That or I'm thinking of one of the side quests. It's a little confusing when I'm recording things out of order and all mixed and matched. And I went to the wrong place, didn't I? I did. Well, at least there's an easy path to Lower Lenosha from the middle. It's like right now, I'm recording all of the class quests, the 1 through 30, concurrently, while also doing some of the side quests. It's a little messy, but it's the best way I have to deal with this game.
Oh, thank the gods you're here. Since my grandson has said I'm causing naught but trouble for you. But surely, you know, you can out of... But surely you can know how the lad is feeling. I was boiling with hate after that murderous beast. And the last time, when you came along an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, you lit a fire in his belly. He must have got it in his head to take revenge on the beast itself. Daft little bugger. Any road, once he heard Kujata had been spotted near airport. Well, he shot through that door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of you, find me little Sigurd before he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard Oryx has spilled more than enough of me kin's blood.
Our course is clear. We must set up at airport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farstein, often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. And so we gotta go to... which one? Western Lenosha, and I think... oh no, that says east. It's all the way down... okay. Let us fly on a majestical unicorn. I don't know why I said majestical. I could have just said majestic. Don't ask me questions to which not even I know the answer. The real answer is I was trying to say two words at once, majestic and I think one fantastical, I think, which is also not a word. Language.
It's so weird.
Almost like not being able to wear hats. Oh, actually, I can just keep on going up past here. I have to go to the docks to get the Western Lenosha. But hey, it's cheaper than teleporting. Only 40 gil.
Have I seen a boy wandering about by himself? Well, as a matter of fact, me and my fellow gig guard here were just watching a young lad traipsing up to the north. And we're arguing whether or not to abandon our post and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after him, pray do so quickly. Else, I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Uh-oh.
I mean, I can slay these wolves. It's easy. Sigurd's satchel. Uh-oh. Kid's in trouble. There's another spot over there. Sigurd's water skin. Where is Sigurd? More birds. Oh, another spot. Ah, Solidity. Have you found any sign of Sigurd? Yeah. He must have been in desperate hurry. If he was going to be casting with his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across this wood axe. A tool the lad took from the stead, perhaps? Guards below. Yeah, aren't they? Over there. What? Where? Here and they. Alright, time to kill Shinzi, Banzai, and Ed. And their friends. AoE! Oh, more are coming. That's perfectly fine. I like to use my AoE. It's fun. Oh, good. There are more. I was like, what? No more? This is probably the last three, though, because we have a Scarred Jackal now. It's kind of funny when I already made the Lion King joke. Like, alright, so we kill Shinzi Banzai, and now it's time for Scar. Wrong animal, but it works.
Step aside!
Warren Zone.
He breathes yet. Withdraw to the Red Rooster's stead. Follow my lead, Yarante.
Something I want to say about Kujata here real quick. I've mentioned at some point, I don't know when this was, that I really love it when this game brings in things from older Final Fantasy games. I'm a sucker for it. Full on admit, sucker for it. And Kujata is a summon from Final Fantasy VII. That said, that Kujata we just fought was not the Kujata from Final Fantasy VII. When I saw the name Kujata pop up in the Marauder quest, I was like, oh, cool. I get to fight Kujata? That's so awesome. And then I saw that it was just a regular enemy model. I was like, oh, okay. That said, I mean, there's nothing stopping Final Fantasy VII's version of Kujata from appearing in the game as a boss fight or something else. Because there have been other things that, like, a creature had a certain name that's a reference to something in a Final Fantasy game, but then the actual creature with the proper design showed up later under the same name. So there's nothing stopping it. There's a lot. While this game does have most, if not every, major recurring summon in Final Fantasy history, there's still a good amount of summons that haven't been touched on yet that they could add. Kujata being one of them. Another one is Valefor. I would love to see Valefor from 10 be added into this game as some kind of encounter. Trying to think of any others. But like I especially want to see that we haven't seen yet. And it's weird. There are some that I would say at this point of the game, but I know are in the game now, so it'd be weird to say the name, and I don't want to say them because they'll spoil. But me not saying certain big names, it also kind of spoils that they'll be here eventually.
You brought him home. I don't get the words to thank you.
The lad's past the worst of it. He shook his head in the fall, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals, you did.
I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Mailport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had ever anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. You risked your lives to save little Sigurd. How's a man supposed to find fault with that? It's me who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds you took, protecting me, foolish boy. You don't need to concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There's not more we can accomplish here, haven't they? It's time we return to the guild and focused on other tasks.
Actually, is Fenrir in the game? I don't think Fenrir is. Which is kind of shocking. It's just a wolf. That can't be that hard. There's probably something that's called Finra, but nothing that's the actual Finra from FF9. Oh, Medine. Medine's one I want to see in. Yeah. Why'd I go to Gridania? Medine and Valefor, they're from the top two, not in the game yet, that I want to see in the game. I don't know if Kujata is number 3, but Kujata is a standout to me. Maybe one of the ones from 13. Pekaton Shears could be fun. That said, there are regular Hecatoncheir enemies, but again,
I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seethes, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be as a spur to our efforts. I see again, Yerante. Kujata will fall by your hand, and I will shape you to the deadly weapon you need to be.
I don't quite get though why Wernzone can't just kill him. I mean, hey, yeah, I want to do the thing, but why does it have to be us? Surely Wernzone would be able to take care of Kujata without having to spend extra time on training me when this creature is already causing havoc. But what do I know? Leader of the pack, Axe Master Wernzone wishes to set you for a trial that will hone your strength and skill to ever greater heights.
Yeranthe, our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of the beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus, I prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Soapweave awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Yeranthe. The pride of the guild itself rests in the keen edge of your axe.
Oh man, the pressure. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to click. There we go. You've worked for my brother. The pride of the guild, eh? My brother's placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it's you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Let us be about this trial, Yeranthe. I shall meet you on the Salt Strand in Lower Lenosha, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. Hey man, I don't appreciate this calling out of my playstyle. I know how I be. I don't need you to I don't, yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. I know my skill level. And it is middling. I mean, it's above middling. But I'm not a hardcore raider or anything. I have done on occasion some like current day content, but I only when like somebody, when a group of people was like, hey, come do this with us. Like, are you guys sure you want me? You know how I am. It's like, yeah, it'll be fine. We'll take you through. It's like, okay. And then they teach me and I get frustrated, but we usually get through it. It's a struggle. Well, This should be the place. I don't see... Ah. There it is. Do you sense that encroaching aura of violence here, aren't they? Pray, unlimber that axe of yours. What are we fighting? Hedgemoles. Okay. Just gonna do overpower a bunch. Don't tell me that's it. That seems to be the last of them. Compared to what we have faced before, though, it wasn't terribly... So, this is the indomitable Yaranthe stand talk. Who in the seven hells are you? Oh, wait. Is that... We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder. Let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. Defeat the masked marauders. Yeah, alright. Overpower! We'll use Berserk to do more damage. Where's the next wave? There it is. Nameless Attacker. Okay. An able-bodied ambusher. I like that name. Nameless Attacker is kind of stupid. And then we're fighting someone familiar. Doesn't seem familiar to me. He's a Rogadin, we know that much. It seems my underlings will provide you with poor sport. Very well. I shall take your measure with mine own blade. Do not think to show me quarter, Yaranthe, for I shall surely show you none. A familiar marauder. I mean, I recognize his face, but that axe, there's just something about it. I must be imagining things. We'll use reprisal so that he now deals 10% less damage for 10 seconds. And you know what would be fun? Low blow. Now he's stunned for a little bit. Why not? I'll use Rampart to increase our defense by 20% for 20 seconds. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. Aye, it might just be enough. We're done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, Yaranthe. Worthy indeed. But wait, who are you? What a ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through that paltry disguise? What are you talking about? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather he helped by concealing his identity, the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. Wait, you mean that was your brother? Oh my god. Yeah, it was the Guildmaster. That was Warden Zone. It's time to return to the guild. Oh, and as a favor to me, pray indulge Warden Zone in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. It's like when your younger sibling is being a big old weirdo, and you're just like, alright, you weirdo, I'm just gonna play along. because you're weird and it makes you happy. God damn you, Twilix. He knows he's a weirdo. But then so am I. It works out. That's a shiny axe over there. That looks like... I think it's an ultimate weapon. From... Is it DSR? Or is it T? Actually, that is... Okay, yeah, that's DSR. I thought it was from the glow, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Here and there, I've heard of your skirmish on the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let's not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow Marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. The time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horribly horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade on his skull.
Oh, that is a huge upgrade over what I'm wearing. Both of these are. Holy shit. What do I have on right now? Level... Wow. I mean, shit. Heavy iron armor. I'll take it. Wait, what do you mean it's not an improvement? Hold on. Is that higher level than what I can wear? No. Okay, game is wrong. Unless, like, the direct hit rate. I'm not really sure, but stat-wise, it's absolutely immensely... Oh, that's why. It takes our head slot. I was not paying attention. Let's do the math. 71 and 53, and this gives me a 36. But yeah, that's actually worse. Damn it. Was the other thing gonna like take over both our feet and our legs? Maybe that's why it looked like a huge bonus too. Maybe. Oh well. Let's finish up the Marauder storyline, shall we? Bringing down the mountain. Axemaster Warrenzone appears to have some urgent news for you.
Here and there, your confrontation with the beast is at hand. Ul'dah has made his presence known. Reports place the creature to the northeast of the Red Rooster's stead, in the vicinity of the Grey Fleet. There is little more for me to say but this. Harness all the strength you have built through your labors of sweat and blood, and unleash it full fury upon Ul'dah and his menagerie of scavengers. Sigurd yet lies abed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. I ask that you go to the lad before the battle, and tell him you venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. The time has come, Yeranthe Zantok. May your axe strike deep and true.
Oh, we got this. We're gonna go fight a big old cow today. A big old cow that's calling itself Ul'dah for some reason, and no, I am not bitter. Why would you think that? Look, man, I just want to see the real Ul'dah in this game. I want to see the real Ul'dah. I want to see the real Veil 4. Are there other summons that have been having creatures use their name but aren't actually the creature? None are coming to mind. There have been like some general creatures, not just summons, that have had their name be assigned to something that actually doesn't look like them. Those are the only two summons I can think of that have that trait. There he is. Yeah, aren't they? I'm sorry for making trouble. No, I deserved what I got. It's my own fault for not believing in you. But you came back anyway. And now you're gonna take that axe to Kujata's head, ain't you? I know you could beat that bastard. You got to. Don't worry, kid. I got it. Oh. Alright, I guess I'll talk to both of you. I heard Kujata's reared its ugly head again, and reckoned you'd not be too far behind. I hope you won't object to me lending what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I. I'll see this tale to its end. Bronbar? Well, he felt much the same. So here we are, a pack of two to offset the ravenous beasts that followed Kujata's wake. Might be as I'm sticking my nose in where it ain't wanted, but I couldn't abide the thought of you facing that monster solo. Kujata's got his friends. It's only fair if you've got a couple too. And what are friends for, if not to lighten your load? I already did some of the groundwork for you. Seems like a farmer and his wain have fallen victim to the fiend's pack. We follow the trail of destruction? Might just lead us to the big bugger himself. Well then, let's get it done. A lavender pot? What? You find a pot that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. Range. Cattle tyrant. Okay. Yeah, this is a bird. This ain't Kujata. Now what? Oh, further ahead. Okay. A fruit barrel. I see. Follow the trail. We'll eventually find Kujata. Find a barrel that has been dragged from the farmer's wain. Up Lane Strider, you are also not Kujata. What's next? Now there should be something around here. There it is. The splintered crate. You find a crate that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. What creature will we fight this time? Giant oxpecker. Okay. If this is the only time in the entire game we'll see a creature with this name. Oh, hello, Dodo. Oh, then there's our solo duty, so that must be the end. There it is. Let's take Kujata down. Berserk! Oh, look at it. All of its friends overpower. And I'm going to put down a rampart. And they're dead. That's huge, though. Look at us compared to him. Well, what did he just do? Infirmity. HP recovery healing method is reduced. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use reprisal on you then. So you'll do less damage for a little bit. Oh, he's already almost dead. Oh shit. That was nothing. Uh-oh. Yeah, aren't they?
It appears our timing was fortuitous.
The Axe Master carried me here so I could see. You did it. You really did it. Ma? Da? Do you see? They killed the bastard. He's finally dead. Thank you. Thank all of you. Aren't they? Do you reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? Yeah, why not? When I was bigger, I mean. I want to protect folk too. Keep them safe from, you know, monsters and things.
If you train hard, then none is beyond your reach, young man.
And that's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. You'll see. I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. Sorry, kid, that's me. Well done, Yaranthe. I knew from the first moment we met, you would rise to meet any challenge. Oh, somebody else is doing this right now. They're fighting the giant oxpecker. That's wild. I saw it with my own eyes. I can still scarce believe it. Yeah, brought down the mountain.
It is done, Yaranthe. You have answered the boy's prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. Hold your head high, Marauder. I shall be awaiting your triumphant return to Lemme.
Good luck, other person who I can't see anymore because you're currently in solo duty. Good luck. Well, let's fly back to Limsa. No, thank you, Fate. No, thank you. It might take a little longer, but I still stand by, you know, if I can, I have no problem just flying from place. It's pretty quick. Slower than teleporting, sure. But it's also free. When I've got 1,000,000 gil, I won't care. But for now, you know, I'm still penny pinching just a little bit. Yeah, we've got over 300,000, but I'm gonna need to spend this 300,000 before we get to Heavensward. Don't I? I think I do. I don't think that's something that I can get from another account. I don't think it's... I think it's a unique untradeable item. If I remember correctly. Anyways.
That was a truly mighty feat, Yaranthe. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attain this pinnacle of his discipline. In recognition of your achievements, I, Axe Master Warrenzone, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. This skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limit of your stamina. Though the thought brings me both joy and sadness, there's not more I can teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for ever greater heights of perfection. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that, I am sure. You enter a realm of our craft in which even I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our art, that you will return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, Yaranthe, may your axe ever swing true.
And with that, we've completed the storyline for the Marauder class. So let's see here. We now have Thrill of Battle. I'm going to put that right over here. Because this, when we use it, it will increase our maximum HP by 20% and heal us that amount. And we get to keep that increased max for 10 seconds. It's a rather unique form of mitigating damage. Just giving yourself more HP. Kinda like it. But now, let's see what we're going to become next. With our Marauder class done, what's next for us in the way of the axe? Pride and duty will take you from the mountain. Axe Master Warrenzone needs an adventurer he can trust.
Ah, Yaranthe, just the man I was hoping to see. It's plain as day that you have no equal in our guild, and have a task that I entrust to no ordinary marauder. To wit, I received a message from an old comrade-in-arms of mine who now serves as a guardsman at Costa del Sol. You'll see the fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Gigaruju's paying good coin for the services of he and his men. No, any enemy who could fluster that bunch is not one to be trifled with. I've sent Silkwib on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll apprise you of the situation at hand.
Very well. To Costa del Sol we go. Yaranthe, ever the sight for sore eyes. A nasty bale of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the best men that Master Gigaruju could buy find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I'll send you there to investigate the cause behind their burgeoning numbers. Turtles? That's our problem? Turtles? I mean, I guess the adamantoids could be a threat, but this doesn't sound like an adamantoids. That's a big Afkalu, though. Oh, Bloody Mary, yeah, okay. Oh, hello, you. Fell demon? Oh. Oh. They flee from him? Damn it all! Here they must see to these beasts. Or is he controlling them? What is going on here? I honestly do not remember. If I didn't know any better, I would guess it's the work of a beast master. But that's not in the game yet. We know it's coming soon though. Alright, we got crazed Archelons. Let's take them down. Going berserk to do some big damage. They do not have a lot of health. Oh, there's more. We got blood turbos, which apparently I need to kill for my Hudlog, so this is actually perfect. You know what? I'm gonna focus on that. So that Silkweave doesn't kill them all before I can. Ah, very nice. Oh, we only got 3 of them. Damn it. Seven hells. There's no end to them. Prepare to fall back.
I'll see to the shellbacks. You whelps just try not to end up as turtle grub.
That axe. I've not seen its like in. Didn't the felled demon have an axe just like that though? Yaranthe, we must do what we can. Are there any more blood shells, please? Or blood shore, whatever they're called. Oh, that one's stronger. I'll let him take care of that. Overpower. Yes, more blood shore bells. God damn it. Don't kill him for me. I need these. For my hut log. You can kill the sprite though, I don't care about that. Also, I get the last one I need, so Blood Shore Bells, complete. Huzzah. Berserk. I would like to do big damage. And now we fight the crazed Nanoshalon. Thrill of battle! Low blow, let's stun it.
Well, that should send them sculling back to their nests. Huh. You can call me Curious Gorge. Want to remark about the name? And I'll rip your ugly heads from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. You two are guardsmen close to Del Sol, I reckon.
Not as such. We are the Marauders Guild, sent here by Axemaster Warrenzone to assist in the defense. I am Silkweave, and this is my comrade, Yaranthe.
From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down, call me a bogey. Ha! Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself with proper respect. You're Yaranthe, right? If only just met, but I see in you a strength not found in ordinary men. What say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me?
I'm what? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw, brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost in the sands of time.
Lost? Perhaps in these parts. But where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer. This is why I left the mountain where I was raised to come here. What say you, Yared Thing? If you would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls.
Okay. That sounds fun. The warriors of old. We've all heard the tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory is cloudy, but many years ago, it said there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows theretofore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this curious gorge? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying the display of strength we saw today, nor that he has taken a liking to you, Yared Day. This could be an opportunity for the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? Were I in your boots, I would head off there without delay. Well, if you insist.
I knew you would come here, and they. Let us begin. Any man can take up an axe and call himself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, you must prove you can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I witnessed your battles with the turtles, and I must say that I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those of my tribe who choose the path of the warrior, to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will, and granting you such strength as you never thought possible. Today, there's no cause for celebration, my friend, or there is cause, rather. For through you, I've ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet, however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny the fear inside me that the mission will ultimately end in failure. For you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountain before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors, detailing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to fully decipher the texts. Yet there may still be hope. There is another who fled my village, one who shared my dream of passing on the techniques of the tribe, and can read the tome, my brother. Without him, I fear there is little more I can teach you at this time. But that would not discourage me from continuing my studies of the chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask that you use the knowledge I passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will, that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend.
Warrior unlocked. That's strange. We didn't get a little cutscene that time saying something like, oh, you've awakened the warrior within, or whatever. Odd. Anyways, let's equip the soul of the warrior. And there goes our hotbar. Well, let's fix this up. First of all, those things all get removed. We rebuild our little man. And provoke and low blow. Get our tank stance, interject, and reprisal. Berserk, thrill of battle, ramparts, heavy swing, maim. There's Storm's Path. Evocative power. There we go. Perfect. Embracing the beast. Curious Gorge is struggling to decipher the ancient texts.
Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be a much more demanding task than I had ever imagined. Mind you, it hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late, standing under this waterfall, day in and day out. But also, a comment of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor, to take me back and forth across the realm of some bloody fairy.
Okay, I'm starting to wonder how many people were in the company of heroes. Because, at first we thought it was just like, 5, maybe 6 or 7 people. Now I'm starting to feel like it was like a company, like a whole 40, 50 group. And like there were some higher ups, and those were probably those like Brave-Locks and Ul'dah and the other ones that we had to help in that quest line. But then everybody else was just like, they were probably lower tier, I guess. I don't know. Feels odd.
I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorizing small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike anything they've ever seen.
We took down Kujata. We'll be fine.
Unfortunately, the time I have spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the chronicles. I am sorry to say I've made little progress. However, while on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of the Seven Hells, and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Avalothia's highest peak. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it, the power that it harbors.
Armor has been divided up. Legendary armor that's been divided up into 5 pieces. That sounds familiar. Learning about it a little bit earlier this time, though.
As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicles concerns the whereabouts of these missing artifacts. I've only been able to make sense of the odd word thus far. Still, I must confess to some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here, we could decipher the text together and spread the techniques of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I would have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps you shall still. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine. Such is the will of the spinner. And maybe that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine. But I have rambled long enough. You are here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. In the southern reaches of Thanalan is a Sigoli desert, a god's-forsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see. It is here that the Leviathan of the dunes lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing this mammoth creature, you'll soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-suited to the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within, and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast. And that might be a tall order in itself. The tribe that inhabits Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I'd wager they could set you in the right direction.
Well, time to go kill a worm. Alright, so we gotta talk to the residents here first, see some information. Ukuba, hey! Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations of the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, I suggest you search for their tracks. Then run about, making as much of a clamor as possible. I'd also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Rude. Hey, Ul'dah, you might want to teach these kids some manners. Aye, I've seen the beast. Stands 3 moms high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Shut up in my hunting field some years ago and has been swallowing up my would-be prey and that gave him off his ever since. So you want me to kill him? Oh, yes. If you're willing to go out there and fight that thing, have at it. The Leviathan of the Dunes. Oh yeah, I've heard of him. Fought that fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Byregot Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail and ran. The dumb ones, well, as they can say, they died rich. Ooh, gotta go way down there. Well, let's head over. Regular sandworm. Smoke bombs. Oh, what is that? What is this? Oh, it's a sundrake. From the angle I was approaching it, it looked like a weird thing. And here it is, the giant sandworm. Let's go berserk and start hitting it. Oh, the Sundrake aggroed on us too. We're gonna kill the Sundrake, or the Sandworm first. There we go. Alright, Sundrake. Since you want to play, we'll play. There we go. Back to Closer to Soul.
Ah, here they. Your crystal grows ever stronger. And building the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When next you do battle, methinks you'll find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you have mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts.
You hear the whispers of the village ancestors. And so we learned Inner Beast, which is a new OGCD attack we just learned, but it costs 50 gauge, which now appears right here. How do we get gauge? When we use Main, we get 10. When we use Storm's Path, we get 20. And I think that's it so far. Yeah. So it'll take a few tries of our normal combo, and then we'll get to use Inner Beast. What fun. Curious Gorge goes to Wineport. Curious Gorge would share with you a shocking revelation about his tribe's past.
Hello again, my friend. It's quite obvious that you've been anything but idle your trading since last we met. Your progress is heartening to look upon, truly. But also serves to remind me that each hour that I spend poring over ancient texts is an hour not spent honing my own skills. I fear my worth on the battlefield is diminishing by the day. Yet I am certain that my studies in the Chronicles will yield something of use. In fact, just last night, I discovered how the warriors of my tribe came to be shunned by the outside world. Upon witnessing my people's prowess with the axe, the armies of the city-states began to incorporate similar techniques into their own training regimens. These are the self-same techniques I'm instructing you in, aren't they? Ones which call upon the inner beast. The consequences, of course, were dire. Yes, their soldiers became nigh on unstoppable, but they also became wholly uncontrollable, and both friend and foe fell prey to the ensuing carnage. Of course, the heads of the city-states laid the blame for these atrocities solely at the feet of my kind, promptly banning the ancient art and imprisoning anyone suspected of teaching it. Or so the chronicles say. What I find hard to grasp, though, is that never once during my training did my brother hint at this dark history. Nor have I myself ever seen one of my tribes succumb to the rage that the chronicles describe. Could it be that the tales are mere falsehoods? Stories concocted by some long-forgotten enemy who would poison our heritage and befoul our tribe's name? Who in their right mind would seek to sully something so pure? And why would my ancestors simply bow their heads and suffer such ignominy? That my people should be so weak, so utterly bereft of pride, is inexplicable. I refuse to believe it. It matters not if these claims are groundless, that they prompted my tribe's art to fade into obscurity, or the damage has already been done. Well, I, for one, will not turn a blind eye to this injustice. If none of my people will give the lie to the stories that have so tarnished our reputation, it shall have to be me. Ah, but once again, I lose myself in history and forget the present. If you recall, I spoke to you of my former comrade, the Company of Heroes, and that great woolly beast we've been pursuing. The beast remains on the loose, and to toss a pound of salt on the wound, fell creatures that appear to be its minions have been wreaking havoc on the innocent residents of Wineport. Were you and I to succeed in quelling the threat, surely the people would see that warriors are no fearsome beasts, valuable allies. Together, Yerente, we will win back our proud name. Now, let's away to Wineport to be with the captain of the militia.
To Wineport! I also just need to give a shout out here to the localization team of this game, because they have some fucking fun with localizing character names and quest names, achievement names. They really like doing a lot of like pop culture references when it comes to quest and achievement names. I don't have anything offhand, but I know like we've seen some quests and I'm like, huh, that's a reference to this thing. And then there's Curious Gorge, who is 100% a reference to the old children book series, Curious George, which is about a monkey named George. It was very curious, and he tends to get himself in trouble. Anyways. My friends, Wineport is much obliged for your aid. The fiends come relentlessly, and what few able-bodied men we have find themselves hopelessly outmatched. Indeed, the western gates have been so besieged that they are currently left without any man defense. Leave the defense to us, my good man. I will secure the western gate. Yerente, you live in the town from the east. Together, we will form a bulwark that not a single fiend can penetrate. Once the enemy has been driven back, we return here to back up the captain. Got it, Yerente? Alright. You're the boss. Alright, let's get to our gate. Multiple people with motorcycles. Oh, I need to keep going. Over this away. Somewhere. Okay, where? So far away. No, Grass Raptor, I'm not... God damn it. You want to fight me, you gotta get over here. Oh, we have a new negation tool now, Vengeance. It reduces damage taken by 30% and counters attacks with attacks of 55 potency every time I take physical damage. Pretty cool. Only lasts for 15 seconds, but pretty cool. Three restless raptors. Alright, gang. What's my button? Here's my button. Oh my gods. We're just gonna do a bunch of things. I really shouldn't have done Rampart. That was unnecessary. Have I been doing Tomahawk? God damn it, I was trying to do Overpower. That is a regular grass raptor. Why is it over here? Oh, that is more. Guerrilla battle. And we're just gonna keep on doing this. We are under no threat. These AoEs mean nothing to me. Anything else with this bird? Two more birds. Anyone else? No. Okay, back to the gate. Well, thank the 12 you're saved. We've needed your skills yet. I just heard a scream. I fear that one of the beasts might be loose within the village. Come with me. Nice work, Gorge. What? Uh-oh. We've seen this once before. You monster! Get away! Get away! Monster? But I... Come no closer, Yaranthe. I beg you. I must return to the falls. Well, that's not great. Whatever's got into Curious Gorge? 'Tis true that he fought like a man possessed, but to mistake him for the very beast he hunts? Methinks the child's parents have been feeding her a few too many ghost stories for her own good. Worry not, friend. I shall speak to the villagers and clear up this most unfortunate misunderstanding. Do return to the falls and assure Curious Gorge that Wineport is indebted to him for his aid. I like to feel like he's gonna be in a sad mood.
aren't they? Please forgive me for leaving so abruptly earlier. It was a hasty reaction to a situation for which I was completely unprepared. Well, both you and I know that I was in complete control of my inner beast. I now realize that in a layman's eye, it may have seemed that, well, the opposite was true. Mayhap it was this very misapprehension that lent weight to the lies which led to my tribe's disgrace. And if that's the case, then perhaps I should return once more to the Chronicles and endeavor to reassess their message in light of this discovery. Speaking of light, your soul crystal, aren't they? It sparkles. Does the soul of the warrior have aught to reveal to you? Ah, if only they hadn't forsaken me, as they did my brother. Yes, well, I suppose that is that. I must continue my studies, and you, your training. I have to have something new for both of us very soon. And until then, my friend.
You hear the whispers of the village ancestors, and we learned Mithril Tempest. Is that? Yes, that is part 2 of our AoE combo. Feckin' finally. It also created Surging Tempest, which increases damage up by 10% for 30 seconds. And can be extended to 60. Nice. Looking the part. Curious Gorge would send you searching for ancient relics.
Welcome back, my friend. I was wondering when your travels would bring you back this way. It just so happens that I have some exciting news for you. I have finally uncovered the clues pertaining to the whereabouts of the lost armor of my ancestors. As it turns out, after the fallen hero cast the 5 pieces from the mountaintop, 5 of his pupils set out to recover them, intending to restore their master's name. What is more, they were actually successful in this search. However, when it came to reuniting the set, the armor's great power began to work upon their minds, and not one could bring himself to relinquish his peace. Realizing then that their master's fatal pride was born of the artifact's combined influence, the peoples resolved to keep the pieces separate, and to share between 5 the power that might otherwise have consumed 1. Thus did each of them carve his own place in history. The Chronicles go on to say that years later, prior to death, each of the pupils returned to the scene of his own greatest victory and buried the artifact in his possession in a final attempt to prevent any one warrior from holding the set. And it is there that the pieces still rest. You may be interested to know the armor I wear is itself a replica of the set crafted by my ancestors. Identical in all aspects, save for its lack of the arcane enchantments that adorn the original. I know what you might be thinking. If we were to bring the 5 pieces together once more, what would prevent us from being corrupted in the same fashion? Well, I've thought of that. What we need only do is trace the runes that we find on the armor onto every piece of warrior gear. Huh? That way, there'd be no need to worry about a single proud fool becoming drunk on his words. Becoming drunk on his all-surpassing power, as every warrior in the realm would possess the self-same might. It's quite brilliant, if I do say so myself. So, how about we split up and begin the search straight away? 3 of the locations seem quite self-evident. I would entrust the search there to you, while I track down the other 2 with tome in hand. One piece is said to be buried under the great rocks of Boulder Downs in Curtis, while another slumbers peacefully at Camp Tranquil in the South Shroud. The last of the 3 rests untouched at Paradas Peace in western Thanalan. Unearth those 3 relics and bring them to me. With any measure of fortune, I'll track down the remaining 2 by the time of your return.
Alright, let's do it. Ah, no more waterfall, thank God. It is so annoying to hear. Tracking down pieces of equipment like we always do for level 45 quests. Sometimes it's the first quest, Sometimes it's a second quest. But it's what we do for all the level 45 job quests. Oy. Thankfully, in future expansions, there's not going to be an equivalent to this. Like, we'll still get like a set of job gear, but we won't get it this same way. It'll either just be given straight to us in the final quest, or we'll get it through some like free merchant. Although sometimes they're not, you know, the final level. In the case, sometimes they're like a level below, but it's whatever. It's still good stuff. God damn it. I was hoping that mud puppy wouldn't aggro on me. Oh, wait. It wasn't the mud puppy. It was this Aturia. Actually, I think it was both. I didn't even notice that this had a purple circle around it. All right, Aturia, come on down. Berserk! All right, and here we get the fighter's breeches. Can't really see him, but we got him. Alright, who's our next opponent? The Emerald Salamander. And that got us the Fighter's Gauntlets. What is Parada's piece? Oh, that's... Okay, we're going to use one of our Aetheryte tickets to Vesper Bay! That's the closest way. Oh, really, Gigantoad? Are you... Okay, you know what? You're level 24. I'm just gonna murder you. Okay, our real opponent is another toad. It's Hecate. Ah, Hecate. That Gigantoad spawned back quick. Let's get out of here before it sees us and tries to fight me. There we go. Okay, we got the Fighter's Jackboots. Just missing the headpiece, which I don't think we're going to be able to wear. Very sad. Curious Gorge, aren't you supposed to be looking for the other equipment?
How fares your search here, aren't they? Have you found aught of my tribe's ancient relics? Did you have the 3 pieces of armor? Don them, and show them to me. Ah, aren't they? That you found the gear is most gratifying. But what I would truly fancy would be to see you in it. I am. Wait. Stand still for a moment. The armor so becomes you that I could not tell you had it on the first glance. But now I can have no doubt. I sense the power of the runes inscribed on each piece resonating your soul crystal. This is the long-lost armor of the warrior. I, too, have found one of the relics, but I have run into an unexpected rub. When I donned the piece, I felt nothing, as if the lost treasure were no different from the unadorned replicas already in my possession. Whether the power has been lost to it, or must needs be awakened by means yet unknown to me, this I cannot say. The ancient texts still hold many mysteries beyond my ability to decipher. But before I forget, I should mention to you that I did indeed track down another piece before I was waylaid by this current conundrum. You should find it sealed away at Red Mantis Falls.
Where the hell is that? Oh, okay. Alright, right down here. No enemies near at this time, thank God. Hello, Red Mantis. Why is there a gladiator paladin over here? What is he doing? And inside we have the Fighter's Virginette. Yep, sad. We can't wear that. Maybe someday. I never really realized how frustrating it was for Vera and Hrothgar players to not be able to wear so many hats until I started playing this character. And it's like, okay, you know, I get it. I absolutely get it.
I see you are searching the fruitful one. I am pleased to say I've also gleaned some insight, for the armor I found seemed devoid of power. As I alluded to, the ancient warrior's armor derives its power from a concordance between the incantation of the Grade of the Steel itself and the inner beast of the warrior. But my own resonance to the plating was too weak to allow a proper connection with it. And now I think I know why. My soul crystal. It once burned bright like yours, but since the events at Wineport, has been reduced to a lifeless husk. Why this happened, I cannot say, but the tome was quite clear about what would happen with the powers of the armor bestowed upon one whose soul is weak. The inner beast would devour the mind of the warrior, who would go on a mindless rampage that would end only with the mercy of death. Yes, not unlike the crazed fiends that we battle. I believe that the armor sensed my weakened state, foresaw the potential danger, and then knowingly shut off its powers to me. And I dare say, we are fortunate that it did. I feel as though an apology is in order at this junction. I must tell you I left this final piece of the armor where I found it. The breastplate. That's the piece closest to the warrior's heart. Has powers far greater and more dangerous than the other pieces. Uncertain as I was for the reason for my being unable to connect with the plate's mystical energy, I figured to take it would mean imperiling both myself and those around me. Your soul may burn stronger than mine, yet still, I worry for your fate when you are to put it on. Look deep within yourself, Yarante. When you feel yourself ready, and only then, come speak to me again.
Proof is in the pudding. Curious Scourge would share with you the location of the final piece of relic armor. Wait, are we going to get it right now?
You will truly seek the ultimate relic of my people, the armor that could consume the very soul of the most puissant warrior. Very well. If you are truly convinced of your readiness, I will not be the one to stand in your way. But I beg of you, Yarante, the moment you feel yourself losing control and your inner beast overcoming you, cast the armor aside. Cast it from the highest mountain or to the depths of the ocean. I care not. Once the beast consumes your soul, there's no going back. You will rage on, a monster, leaving naught but carnage in your wake. The realm will bleed, and history will repeat itself. I cannot allow this to happen. No, my people have been shunned long enough. I will see the coming of a new age in which warriors protect the weak and are loved and admired by the people of the realm. My years of battle and sleepless nights spent poring over the ancient texts, all has been for this day. Brother, I know not where fate has led you, and yet I feel certain that in spirit you stand with me today. Together, we will restore the honor of our people. You must forgive my sentiment, Yarante. As I said, this has been a long time coming. The breastplate you seek is in the highlands of Curthis, at the spring they call the Weeping Saint. I will stay behind. The events at Wineport still weigh heavy on my heart.
So either, unlike all the other jobs, we're going to get this piece of armor early, which feels weird, or it's not going to be there anymore. Or we're just not allowed to equip it for some unknown reason. But I'm definitely thrown off with the fact that they're letting me go towards it now. Again, I am recording these out of order. So the ones that I've done so far, this has not happened yet. Maybe one of the other ones I'll also get it at level 45, which I really doubt. I think something else is happening. Or is going to happen, rather. Boltorn. Alright, let's put what's in the chest. I think it's going to be empty. You decide to come?
Hand over the breastplate, Yarante. After much wrestling with the thought, I simply cannot entrust such a relic to an outsider who may be overwhelmed by its power. I return now to Hidden Falls. If you would have words with me, then come. I will not run away.
That's just suspicious, right? Like, this feels weird. I have a theory, but we'll see. Oh god, where am I going? Jesus.
Yaranthe, I am sorry. I did not mean for things to happen like this, but I had no choice. I wrestled long and hard at the matter, but this is my decision. I cannot trust you with this power, and I don't even trust myself. Aye, that's right. I won't attempt to don the plate again either, nor will anyone. Not until I have proof that there is one with a will strong enough to withstand the beast's siren call. Peer deep within your soul, Yaranthe. Peer into the eyes of the beast that stares back at you. Can you truly say that you can engage the monster in battle and emerge victorious? I shall return to the tome. If there are any answers to be found, they lie within those pages. In the meantime, continue your trading, that you might find an answer of your own.
I thought he was gonna be like an imposter. Then you're gonna get to Kier Torch and he'd be like, "What are you talking about? I didn't go there. That wasn't me." That's what I was expecting. But we've got Steel Cyclone here, which also costs some Beast Gauge, and it's an AOE version of Inner Beast. How to quit you? Curious Gord has received an urgent distress call.
Yaranthe! There is much we must discuss, but now is not the time. You surely recall my mention of the hunt for the bloodthirsty creature terrorizing the small folk. I've just received word that the self-same monster has been sighted near Wineport. What is more, according to those who managed to escape the carnage, the creature appeared more man than beast. If this is true, then our quarry could be far more dangerous than any wild animal. We must find a way to stop it. I must find a way. This is my chance to prove to the people of Wineport, nay, the world, that my tribe and my art have been wrongly judged. Perhaps then my ancestors will deem me worthy. I think even my brother would too. There's no time to lose. We must arrive in the hamlet before any of the villagers fall prey to the beast. Let us leave at once.
All right, to Wineport we go. Let's defeat this beast man, man-eater bug, mystic horseman, rabbit ox, rabbit horseman creature. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Do you know what you're talking about? Well, thank the gods for your presence. Wineport is in your debt once more. I haven't even done anything yet. Fell creatures bear down upon our village in hordes, as if drawn by that great hairy beast. We must stop them.
Yaranthe, you fend off these creatures. I will see to the beast. This is my battle to fight.
speed! Defend wine ports! Alright, all these raptors. First of all, Rampart, Vengeance, Berserk, Overpower, Metro Tempest. Let's get them all down. Oh, I forgot I had... Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, whatever Lalafell is yelling, you could not. Uh-oh. We better go help. Hey, it's the monster! It's the beast! Run for your lives!
Stop! These people are not your enemy. The enemy lies within. You are stronger than this. Take control of the beast. Do not let it consume you. Brother. Look what you are doing. You are destroying all that I worked to restore. The fate of our people rests in our hands, brother. Your weakness could cost us everything. I cannot let that happen. I will not. Our ancestors have chosen me to lead our people to glory, and no one shall stop me. No one. No one. No one. It was I who unlocked the secrets of the Chronicles. I who trained you in their ways. I who uncovered the locations of the legendary artifacts.
Uh-oh.
I who defeated my tribe's greatest warrior. I am the master now. I am the master. Return to me what is rightfully mine. Give me the armor.
Uh-oh.
Or I shall tear it for your bloody corpse!
Alright, Curious Gorge. Let's do this. I'm using Storm's Eye, which will give me a attack buff. But then I can go back to just using Storm's Path for a little bit until my buff runs out. There are all these inner Furies. I don't think I want to touch them. They're not coming towards us, which is a little surprising. Oh, okay. You're gonna chain me to you? Well, Curious Gorge, you're actually been defeated, so good luck with that. Wait. Okay, there we go. It got down to point 1. I was like, wait a minute. Are we stuck at point 1 for some reason?
I have failed. I failed you. I failed my people. I failed my ancestors. And I failed my own kin. I found out long ago what had become of my brother, but did everything I could to deny it. I thought that if only I could prove myself stronger than he, the people would see his madness as the product of a weak mind. That they would believe the problem lay in him, not in our tribe. Yet all the while, my own soul was growing weaker and weaker. The inner beast had taken hold, and it would not let go. It drove me, as it drove my ancestors, the keeper of the armor, and my brother. Our tribe had lost sight of who we were, and seeking ever more strength, we allowed ourselves to fall victim to that which we had long scorned in others as weakness. Instead of learning to harden our wills with resolve, we steeled them with anger, and therein lay our folly. Like a bonfire, anger burns hot and bright, but when the fuel that feeds it is spent, all that remains is ash. By accepting anger as our guide, we left our wills at the mercy of the inner beast. But not you. Your will is more akin to the lava which courses through the mountains of my homeland. It burns as strong, nay, stronger than any bonfire, and when it cools, it becomes hard and firm, unbreakable. This quality allowed you to keep your inner beast at bay. My people were once as you are now, aren't they? And I believe that is why my ancestors chose to speak to you. They sensed true strength within you, such strength as could rightly represent our people and our art. Had I but realized that myself, none of this need have happened. Well, what's done is done. If I'm to have any hope of restoring my people's name, I must start over from the beginning. And this time, I mustn't try to do it alone. It may take time, but together, my brother and I will restore our village to its former glory. And when we have, I shall remember Yaren Thay, my friend and fellow warrior, and how he saved me from myself, that my dream might become reality. The warriors of ages past have borne witness to your bond with something. I missed the last bit of that. Wine pours in your debt once more, aren't they? And what is more, we've seen the truth with our own eyes. Pray, tell Curious Gorge as much, and that we will be relying on him for his protection. He's a true warrior, and our humble hamlet will be lost without his strength. I'll let him know. There he is. Welcome back, aren't they? Oh, despite all that transpired, the captain at Wineport would entrust his village's defenses to me. I know not what to say. It's been a long road. But thanks to you, I've rediscovered what I lost so many years ago. I will see to my brother's wounds, and once he is well, we will embark on the path of the warrior again, engraving the lessons we have learned in our souls, never to be forgotten. Curiously, the moment I did avow this to myself, my soul crystal began to shimmer anew. I say yours too grows stronger than ever. It would seem my ancestors have once more bestowed their knowledge upon you. This power. This is the power that I have only read about in the tomes. Nay, a power entirely beyond my comprehension. To think that I once doubted your resolve. No, you have truly conquered your inner beast, and become a truer warrior than I could ever hope to be. Know that you stand before me, the equal of my tribe's greatest heroes. Ever steel your resolve, aren't they? And go forth into the realm, and protect those who need your strength. With you representing us, the redemption, my people, the new era I seek, is surely close at hand.
We hear the whispers of the village ancestors, and we learned Infuriate. This concludes the warrior quest for Final Fantasy XIV, Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next warrior quest will be available from Curious Gorge. Alright, let's get away from this waterfall. So it's loud and obnoxious. Okay, this works. It's still there. It's quieter. Much better. Okay, so Infuriate increases beast gauge by 50 just for free. For free! You can use it twice. And so it's like, hey, use it and just immediately get inner beast. I wonder where to put this. I guess I'll put it right here for right now. I don't know, that doesn't seem like a good spot. But we got the finest queers. We also got our copper. Let's see what our full warrior attire is supposed to look like. I think we've already got, yeah, we've got these pieces on already. Alright, so here's the normal version. It's sad we don't get the helmet, but whatever, we're used to that. Let's put on our new versions. Ooh, I like that red and black already. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. I'm a fan. Looks good.